Hello everyone and welcome back to YouTube channel Duval Mafia here, and I'm going to jump right into today. According to reports from Rick Stroud, aka NFL Stroud on Twitter, Byron Leftwich is expected to pull out of consideration for the Jacksonville Jaguars head coaching job, meaning that whatever's been going on behind the scenes, Byron Leftwich is not putting up with it anymore and he's removing himself from the conversation. And this is just really frustrating for me. I don't even know how to feel right now. I'm kind of just annoyed, but I'm trying not to get angry. But Byron Leftwich is likely out of the consideration for the Jacksonville Jaguars job heading into 2022. He's removing himself because there's too much shit going on. He either doesn't want to work with Trent Baalke, which is my opinion on it. I feel like that's what it clearly is. He wanted Adrian Wilson, and apparently Shad Khan's not willing to part with Trent Baalke to get the duo of Adrian Wilson and Byron Leftwich. I don't know why. I wish I had the answers as to why. I wish I could tell you guys why, but I honestly don't. I'm not an inside source, and this honestly just hurts. It's just so frustrating. It felt like it was an easy decision. I mean, you have Tom Brady vouching for him. You have Bruce Arians vouching for him. He played for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's been in this city before. He would have brought such a just life to the fan base again. He would have brought a great culture. I mean, he's great players coach. All of his players that he coached at Tampa Bay, they all rave about him. And it's so frustrating, man. I'm telling you, this is literally just that Byron did not want to work with Trent Baalke, and Shad Khan would not budge on firing Trent Baalke. It's just so frustrating, dude. I'm trying not to get angry, honestly. I really am. In slightly better news, Rich Bisaccia and Doug Peterson are both still strong candidates for the job, so either one of them will still be good options. They're obviously not going to be probably not as good as Byron Leftwich, but I will say Byron Leftwich did have a little bit of risk, being that he's never been a head coach, as well as he is still relatively new to the coaching game. And Rich Bisaccia and Doug Peterson have both been around the league for a good bit now, and they have good coaching experience. So if we do line up with them, I'm not going to be upset or I'm not going to be angry. It still is good options for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And if I had to rank the two, I'd probably say Doug Peterson and then Rich. But they're very close for me, honestly. Doug Peterson simply edges him out for winning a Super Bowl, obviously. I mean, Doug Peterson has won on the biggest stage, which not many coaches can say. And Rich is still a great culture guy. I mean, he brought a good culture to the Raiders, even as an interim head coach, with all the shit going on between Gruden, Ruggs, Arnett, all that stuff. So, honestly, I'm not too upset. I am a little frustrated because, you know what? If Byron wasn't going to be hired, they should have said that 2 weeks ago. They shouldn't have been doing this bullshit of going back and forth like this, giving Jaguars fans essentially hope. It's very frustrating, but what are you going to do? We still have a chance at Doug Peterson or Rich Bisaccia or even Jim Caldwell. I heard he's still a little bit in the mix. And with that being said, there is one more part I want to touch on. Rick Spielman, his interview went well, and if he is hired, he will actually work in a role that reports directly to Shad Khan. So he would actually be in a role above GM Trent Baalke, which is interesting to me because I didn't think it would be like that. But if that does happen, I will be happy with that, because that means Rick Spielman can try to help turn this team around. I mean, he did do good things in Minnesota. I believe all of his seasons there as GM, except for one, they had a 500 or better record. So he does know how to put together a good team and a good roster, and overall just a good look for the franchise. And with that being said, I am going to wrap up this video. So, unfortunately, to recap this, Byron Leftwich is likely out for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Doug Peterson and Rich Bisaccia take over as the favorites, and Rick Spielman, if he is hired, he did have a good interview, and if he is hired, he will take a role which reportedly would go straight to Shad Khan with any information. It would actually be above Trent Baalke. And thank you for listening. If you did enjoy this video, leave a like. If you are new, make sure to subscribe, and as always, peace out, Duval.